I'm going to do two problems here to help y'all out with the quiz on Friday. The first question says, Ishmael has $10,000 in a savings account, and the interest rate is 6% compounded once a year. To the nearest cent, how much will he have in his account in 3 years? So a couple things we want to look at. Our formula is A equals P, and then it's 1 plus or minus your interest rate raised to the t time. Okay, so we got to figure out, is this a growth or is it a decay? And what I want you to notice here, it says the interest rate is compounded once a year. When you see something like that, you're thinking that it's going to be a growth there. It's going to be a growth, so it's a plus, and we're growing by 6%. Now, what did we start with? That's what our P means. Our P means what we started with. And what we started with is 10,000. So we have A equals 10,000, because that's what we started with. 1 plus our R, which is 6%. And how much time has gone by? Well, we want to know after 3 years. So our time is going to be 3 years. Now, really, all you got to do is plug this into a calculator exactly the way it is. If you don't know what 6% changes to, just know that 6%, if you want to change that to a decimal, changes to 0.06. All right, so another way of kind of writing this would be A equals 10,000, and then 1 plus 0.06 would be 1.06 raised to the 3. And when we plug that into the calculator, I don't know if we can plug that into decimals. Actually, I'll try that out in another video. But if you have a calculator, you can use a calculator on your phone. I don't know if it does exponents, but you may have to use a calculator on like a Google search. But 10,000 parentheses 1.06 raised to the third power, and that gives us 11,910 and 16 cents. So that gives us exact amount. So the answer there would be $11,910 and 16 cents. So that's a growth. When a growth happens, again, it's 1 plus the percentage. Now let's look at a decay question. So we'll look at a flat screen TV here. It says a flat screen TV that cost $2,090 decreases in value by 14% per year. How much will the TV be worth after 5 years? So again, we're using our same formula as we did up here. This A equals P, parentheses 1 plus or minus R raised to the T. What do we start with? What is our P value here? Is the $2,090. So A equals $2,090. We got to figure out, is this a growth or is it a decay? And there's a key word here that should kind of show you, is this going to be growing or is it going to be decaying? And that's right here, decreases. Decreases means we're going to use the minus sign, and we're decreasing by 14% per year. So when we write this, it'll be 1 minus 14%. Okay, and then our time, how much time has gone by? Well, that tells us right there, 5 years. 5 years how much, so we put the 5 up there. If you want to turn 14 into a decimal, again, 14% is the same thing as 0.14. All right. If you don't know how to essentially turn percentages into decimals, let me know. I can make a separate video for that with some examples and just step by step on how to do that. Really just moving the decimal over twice. Now, if you want to change this to the proper form, another way of writing it is A equals 2,090. 1 minus 14%, so 1 minus 0.14 is actually 0.86 raised to the 5th power. 0.86 raised to the 5th power. Again, how I like to explain that is, imagine you have $1 and you subtract 14 cents from that dollar, you'll have 86 cents. that's kind of another way of kind of thinking about how you got 0.86 there. You can always put that in your calculator as well. But we're going to plug this into our calculator, see what we get. So 2090.86 raised to the 5th power, and we get $983 and looks like 19 cents. So the value of that TV after 5 years, you bought it. Think about that. You bought it for $2,090. And after 5 years, that TV is only worth a little less than $1,000, $983.19 to be exact. So that's how you answer those problems. Again, watch those, ask questions before you get to the quiz about these, or use these to kind of help you out with the quiz. I'm going to do the next 2 problems on a different video.